Everyone, this is Beerzino, and today we're going to be taking a look at the NECA 8-bit Freddy Krueger based on the NES Nightmare on Elm Street video game. And just like the Predator, which we took a look at a couple weeks ago, this comes in a stylized packaging that looks very reminiscent of the NES packaging. And actually, this is a direct replica of the front of the Nightmare on Elm Street box, minus the LJN logo up here. And if you ever watch any AVGN videos, you know LJN. This game is pretty bad. I've seen it played before. I never personally played it myself. If I can find a copy, I'll definitely do a retro play of it, because I have the retro duo, so we can do that here. And as you see, just like on the Predator, the NECA Silver quality replaces the official Nintendo Silver quality. And here's the side. And you see, Nightmare on Elm Street, NECA, Real Toys. That's just like their brand when they do movie figures, just like Player Select, just the video game stuff. And there's the back. Let me just focus on that a little bit. And there you go. That is that. You go ahead and pause if you want to. And the features: removable hat, razor glove, and hideous face. So, whoop. Oh no, I've been cheated out of a figure. No, not really. I actually opened it up. Because, I open up my NECA figures and everything, make sure the joints are okay before I do a video. That's my standard practice in case you're just stumbling across this video. But, go ahead and pause that if you want to read that right there. And I love how the packaging, it's like the life bar and all your different meters and stuff from the game. And the background is actually a house from the game as well. You can take out this cardboard sleeve and use it to display it if you want to. But I've just been displaying the figure in front of the packaging like this. That is 8-bit Freddy. And wow, is this thing awesome. Just move the box out of the way now. And this thing is just gorgeous. It is amazing. Well, let me shift this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Get him full frame there. This looks downright amazing. This is really awesome. I know this is really crazy colors, but this is the way he looked in the video game. And I am a big fan of this. I mean, I know the colors look kind of garish a little bit, but seeing this thing in person, it just really, really pops. And looking here on the screen, it's darker in tone than it is in real life. It's a lot brighter when you see it in hand. So trust me when I say this thing looks a lot better in person than it does on video. And let me go ahead and focus here. You get a really good look at the face, which is nicely detailed as always because it's NECA. And yeah, not that much articulation, but that's their standard with their Freddy stuff, except for the new one that's coming out, which I really, really want. And the hat is removable, just like standard on all their Freddy stuff. And that thing just, that's Robert Englund right there. Now the glove is all this one flesh color. Let me, there we go. But with some rust stylizations in there. And I got lucky here. I mean, I bought this secondhand on eBay. This thing's almost a year old. And the blades aren't warped. People had the blades warped right out of the package day one with this guy. None of my blades are warped. My blades are perfect. That is awesome. So awesome. Let me go ahead and refocus there. Shift the camera a little bit. And this thing is just so cool. Now, there's only one downside to this figure, and that's the articulation in the legs. And I knew what I was getting when I was going into this, so it didn't disappoint me at all. And there's no articulation in the legs whatsoever, and that's just standard for their Freddy stuff. Except for the new one, which is the 30th anniversary, and that one is, is it 30th or 25th? Oh yeah, 30th, I think. It's been a long day, people. But, yeah, it actually has full articulation in the legs, just like this next figure I'm going to show, which is awesome and special. But, I am really, really happy that I got this finally, and I got this in a set with another figure. I had to pay grossly to get that other figure, and you'll understand why I went to see it. But this guy retails for about 25 bucks, and I think he's worth the 25. It's really, really worth it. I mean, the packaging is amazing. I mean, there was a little dent there, but that was there when I bought it. Like, that doesn't bother me at all because I was going to open it. And it's not even that noticeable of a dent, so hey, it adds to the kind of like stylization in my eyes too, because you can see it's old, just like the Predator one I showed you. It's torn like it would actually be if it was a Nintendo box, so that kind of adds to it. Because almost every single Nintendo box that I had that dent, or it had a dent somewhere just like it. So I think it actually adds to the character of it a little bit. And, one issue I had with this when I opened it up out of the package was this right arm popped right off. And I think that was a simple, it was just too hot and the peg was too warm and just kind of whoop. And I, plugged it in, make sure it was all good and tight. Put it in the freezer for 5 minutes, popped him out. And as you can see, it's perfectly fine. I extended the arm like that, and that's how the peg popped out. And it's pretty damn solid in there now, so it was just an issue of the peg being too hot. So it was 102 degrees today, so that's probably why, because it sat on the porch for about an hour. But this thing is just amazing. I highly, highly recommend it. Especially if you're collecting this 8-bit line. Because this thing just looks amazing. Really looks amazing. Now, something I want to note, just like with the Predator one, this came shrink wrapped. There's no tape on the box. Once you take off the shrink wrap, this thing is officially opened. If you see any on eBay or anything, where they show you the flap and everything, it's like, oh, still sealed. It's not. The figure is considered open. Don't fall for that. I mean, if you're going to take the shrink wrap off and you have access to here, to where nobody can really ever tell that you opened it up or not, you're going to open it. Every human would do that. If there's no shrink wrap, don't buy it or try and get it for cheap, because it is a technically open figure and there's no telling what they did to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they're going to lie to you in the description, then, well, what else are they lying about? Yeah, that's my whole reasoning behind that. But yeah, this guy is amazing. Whoa! Something, is kind of sucky is just the way his leg position. He likes to tumble over. But that's only when you play with him a little bit. Try to move him around. You can get him to stand, no problem. See, I was hitting the stool. He's perfectly fine. So, figure stands well on his own, and it just looks really great in person. Like, I don't know, these colors are coming off a little dark on the screen. I don't know how they're going to look on YouTube, but this thing looks so good. So good in person. And it's just so unique of a piece to have figures based on shitty Nintendo games. So, that is just so cool. So cool. So, yeah, I'm going to skip it for now. Like I said, I highly recommend this figure. Have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop in the comments down below. And I'll see you on the next video. Bearded Zeno out.